What up, y'all? I'm back with a different video, and this time I want to talk about perspective. Changing perspective has changed my entire life. I used to be in a state of mind where I would let whatever is happening in my reality at that current moment dictate my perspective, dictate how I felt, and dictate just my overall mood, And that creates a perpetual cycle where you're constantly in this hell loop. Say, for example, you drop a video and it does 0 views or 3 views, and because of that, you let that affect the rest of your day. So you're like, I don't want to shoot another video. I don't want to keep trying YouTube. I don't want to go to the gym today. I don't want to do whatever. It becomes the deciding factor of the trajectory of that day, and that day becomes the trajectory of the next one. So it sounds simple, but changing your perspective comes with expressing a lot of gratitude. I think we all know that comparison is a thief of joy, but we don't know that you can use that to your advantage. What I mean is understanding that whatever situation you're in, someone else has it worse, or it could be worse for you. And acknowledging all the things that are going good, all the things that can go good, all the things that you have under your belt is how you change your perspective. And oftentimes, changing your perspective, changing the hope, the faith you have in what's to come is all you have. Your current reality might be a shitty one and you don't want to be within it. That doesn't mean that you should dwell on it. You should stay in that hell loop. Look around, and I'm 100% sure you can name 10 things that you are grateful for. Whether things that you have physically, you have internally, whatever it is. Think of 10 things. I do this before I go to sleep, and it helps me calm down. It helps me reflect. It helps me change my perspective. It helps me close out the day. It helps me go to sleep. It helps me relax. And it's all because when we look at the issues within our life, our struggles and our pain, our problems are the scale of how big they are subjective to us. Meaning there could be someone going through 10 times the struggle that you're going through, but since you're going through something smaller and it's within your reality, it becomes bigger of an issue than whatever that person is going through. For example, there's currently people in the other side of the world, in third world countries, wondering how they're going to eat, where they're going to sleep, hoping that a bomb doesn't hit their house tonight. And you're scared, or you're angry, or you're frustrated, or you're anxious about the fact that your YouTube video got 1 view. And this does not mean to minimize the struggles that you have within your life. Because, like I said, our struggles are subjective, and there are, even though they might not be comparatively big as other people's, they still need to be acknowledged and given a stage to be heard. But you could also use other people's struggles and just changing your perspective to understand that this situation I'm in could be worse, and showing gratitude for everything that is going right, everything that you have, so you can be in a mental state to actually want more. Because I notice even when you're sad, it's easy to stay in that energy of being sad. Keep thinking of sad things, keep watching sad movies, keep listening to sad music. You'll often see people that have gotten out of a breakup will listen to sad music and cry, which I heard is healthy and that you should do to get release your stress, release your emotions. But at the same time, you do not want to create your own hell loop where you're constantly consuming sad material that keeps you in that mental state, that keeps you in that emotional state. So, and that's the hardest thing to do, because that's where the comfort lies, in whatever emotion you're feeling the most at that moment. Perpetuating that emotion is where the comfort lies. Where the discomfort is being able to acknowledge the emotion you're currently feeling, give it a stage, but at the same time shifting your perspective and realizing that it could be worse. I am grateful for this, and this is where I hope to be. If you take nothing from this video, take these two things. Change your perspective, show gratitude, and your situation will improve. This video idea was inspired by the fact that I was just on YouTube. I was scrolling, and I seen a guy that was burned. He had 3-degree burns all across his face, and that changed his life forever. And right before that, I was thinking about my own minuscule issues that I was facing, and that just changed my perspective like that. Like, this person is going through such a dramatic, horrific thing within their life that changed them forever, and I am concerned about X, Y, and Z. And that doesn't, throw away the problems that I have right now. I'm still gonna have to face those, but at the same time, it's like it puts you in a different perspective, and this also doesn't mean you are putting down other people by acknowledging that their struggles are greater than yours. It just means that you're almost showing compassion, like showing empathy by putting yourself in their shoes and seeing that they have a bigger battle than you. And sometimes that we get so caught up in our reality and our problems that we can't see how bad other people have it. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Life is all perspective. And I think one last thing is, if we were to have more empathy, to shift our perspective, to put ourselves in other people's shoes, to look at it situations from other people's perspective and point of view, we would be more closer as humans because we share more struggles, more pain than we think. Oftentimes we're divided because we think that we're so different. You'll see on social media, you'll see a video saying, I do X, Y, and Z, and someone is like, oh my God, I've never had an original experience in my life. So much people comment that, and they don't realize that we're so much more alike than we are different. And if we acknowledge how alike we are through pain, through shared experiences, through laughs, we could be a lot closer. There would be less division. There would be more compassion. So take the time to reflect, take the time to show others compassion. By showing others compassion and seeing their struggles and how much they're going through, you also help yourself by realizing that how blessed you are. And in turn, if they do the same, I'm sure they will find other people or find things within their life that could be worse and find things within their life that they are grateful for. I truly believe this life experience is all a journey, and we all have personal battles that we are meant to overcome and learn from. And instead of looking at it as a competition, we got to look at it more of we are all in individual journeys, and the more you can assist others within their journey, make it a little easier for them to get to the finish line of life, the more you gain also. All right, that's all I got.